Howdy, because this is going to be our third and final day at Cedar Point. It's very sad, but it had to happen. Took a relaxing day. I didn't want to record all that much today because I wanted to enjoy the last day at the park. And, of course, Topfield 2 wasn't open. At the time, I thought it would be open, but it ended up not being opened, which was very sad. But we walked around a lot. We didn't really do much. It's gonna look like I'm gonna go on Raptor, but I never did. Never. But we ended up eventually making our way around to Millennium Force. Pretty sure in the last video I said I had to go on this one more time. That was a month ago, but you know. We really just relaxed. We went on Steel Vengeance, the big rides, Maverick, Steel Vengeance, Millennium Force, and Gatekeeper, which were all fantastic rides. But I want to take a bit of this episode because it's very repetitive because this is our third day at the park to talk about the new ride and content in general because I want to start making content about Planet Coaster, or at least do live streams about Planet Coaster. If you don't know, or Planet Coaster 2. If you don't know Planet Coaster 2, this big game came out a few days ago. That's why my upload did not come out early in the month. It's coming out mid, or still early, but later than I wanted it to be. Well, anyways, the ride I want to be talking about is Siren's Curse. It's gonna open up eventually, and I've heard it's pretty cool. Well, what do you mind being pretty cool? It's gonna be, I don't remember the name, but it's the one where the tilt coaster by Vekoma, and it looks very nice, but nothing is only good, and I don't know if this rumor is that big, but I believe that this is not a good thing. It's, of course, a good thing. Cedar Point's getting a new ride. But I think they're adding this because they know Top Thrill 2 isn't going to open up next year. It didn't open up this year, and they said it was going to open up. But now I am doubting that it's going to open up next year. It might open up fall, but I'd be heavily surprised if it opens up. And that, of course, makes me scared that, it's never going to open up. And it's never going to operate again after those 6 days. But another thing is, this is very surprising because I thought that they would have removed the standing coaster, or the one standing coaster. I think it's called Manta or Manti. The orange one that it's on screen a few seconds ago. I thought that would have been removed with this new ride, but apparently, I'm guessing that this was a last second addition to the park in general. And in my opinion, it doesn't make much sense for this new ride. And on a brighter note is, I thought Millennium Force was really good. I know it gets a lot of hate for not having enough force in it, but in my opinion, it's one of the most pretty rides. And I like the prettiness aspect of rides. In my opinion, the Fury's really good because how pretty it is. It's like a nice blue. And Maverick's another example where it's just like a nice looking ride. And it also is really nice, and that's why it's my favorite ride. But another thing which I was surprised by is they're obviously setting up, which I don't know why in retrospect they didn't do this, with the big splash ride. I'm happy I got to go rides on it, but it's closed, and I don't know why, because now they only have one water ride in the dry park, and that's very confusing. the final tangent I want to go on before I start talking about the park, the day itself, is King the Ka. It's getting shut down. And well, I know now, but I'm 90% sure it's going to get shut down. And this is very sad. And I was originally going to add that instead of Dorney Park. And I wish I did. But they were closed the days that we went for no reason, I'm pretty sure. But that was very frustrating. And then we had another day of plans, and then one of the hurricanes came through, and that also was gone. But hopefully it doesn't get shut down until mid 2025. That's the only thing I can hope for, is that they, for some reason, don't shut King the Ka down. Or for some reason, they you know what I mean. It stays open. Okay, back to the park. By this point in the day, it's about 12 p.m. or the afternoon. It's noon, and it was a beautiful day out. There was a lot of people, and I got a ride on Steel Vineyard the Maverick. And just a big jump cut. But it was this weird event happening. I'm guessing the Carnival, but I don't, this weird thingy. There's probably a sign about it at the front of the park, which I forgot about. And it was cool. You can just tell how old this footage is, because this ended like 3 months ago. But we were in that area. I don't know how to, like, that general front area. And so I got a ride on Gatekeeper. And Gatekeeper, I'm going to talk about them in a second. I just want to talk a little bit more about this parade. They had this really funny joke. It was like the Sea Girls. And I thought that was real funny. And the music was great. I can't think of a part of the music that wasn't this great soundtrack. Not soundtrack, but a great performance, I'm going to say. And I hope that, like, Carowinds, I almost said Dollywood. Nuts has that. Kings Island gets this treatment, where they do these parades all about the park, which aren't these just parades that are shipped around everywhere. But another big thing I want to, back to Gatekeeper. Just, I need to talk about that for a second. Gatekeeper is good. Not as good as the one in Dolly. That one was better. And I project that the one at King's Dominion, Rapterra, which are going to get construction on in 2 days, or in 2 months. Wow. That's mean the next year. In December, which, if my schedule keeps going, I recorded it while it was still getting built. I think that it's not going to be as good as Eagle, the Raging Eagle, or Hippogriff, whatever it's called at Dollywood, but it's going to be better than Gatekeeper, because Gatekeeper's a good ride, but it's just not good enough to be at Cedar Point. So you see this list that's going by the screen. That is a list of all my favorite roller coasters and descend in my favorite to least favorite. But it was overall a great time. I got outside row. I know it wasn't that rough because I rode in the front row, which again was amazing. But if I leave with one more thing, I just want to say thank y'all so much for watching. If you're watching, I plan to make on more videos. October just flew by. It feels like yesterday I was filming the last one, or recording the last one. But I'm going to start streaming Planet Coaster 2. I'm about 10 hours in just learning the basic mechanics. Cedar Point, it was a great day. I have nothing bad about the park, except, they need something in the back, behind Millennium Force, because it's so empty back there. But, as always, thank you, and have a great day.